Haven Center presents Trusting, a story based on both true life and fictional stories. Please feel free to like, share, and follow us in our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok page, Harmony Haven Center. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more or longer duration of our stories, check our YouTube handle, Harmony Haven Center. Once upon a time, there lived a lovely couple who had been married for 7 years without a child. Though all procedures had been taken, the couple were still not fruitful. And due to this, the couple became frustrated. So the man, Mr. Emeka, who forbade drinking, started going to a bar every day, drinking coke as a way of relieving stress. Whenever Mr. Emeka came into the bar, there was a particular female bar attendant named Grace who had always served him. Unconsciously, Grace started developing feelings for Mr. Emeka and always listened to comfort him whenever he talked out of frustration. One day, Mr. Emeka had a fight with his wife, Miss Ngozi, concerning the fact that he's mostly at the bar and hardly at home. Miss Ngozi said, "Nowadays you are mostly at the bar and hardly at home. Have you now become a drunkard or what?" Mr. Emeka angrily said, "How dare you? Have you ever seen me walking like a drunkard into this house? I only go to the bar to get coke to ease my frustration concerning your condition." Miss Ngozi replied, saying, "What do you mean, my condition? Oh wait, are you calling me barren? I beg, I don't have strength for an argument. When you're done overheating, I'll come back," Mr. Emeka said and stormed off angrily, making his way to the bar. On entering the bar, Mr. Emeka went up to Grace and requested for 3 shots of tequila. Grace, stunned by his request as he had never demanded for a hard drink, inquired of him again, saying, 3 shots of tequila or 3 bottles of coke?" And out of anger, Mr. Emeka exclaimed, "Didn't you hear me? I asked for 3 shots of tequila, and please get that order hurried up." Grace, without hesitating, quickly brought 3 shots of tequila and gave it to Mr. Emeka. Mr. Emeka quickly and angrily drank all within the blink of an eye and requested for more. After taking almost a full bottle of tequila and finally calmed down out of a state of drunkenness, Grace asked him, "What's wrong?" And he explained all that had happened at home to her, and Grace comforted him in his state of frustration. It was getting late, so Mr. Emeka said he needed to get home to avoid any more problem. Grace offered if she could drop him off since he was drunk and her shift was almost over. But Mr. Emeka said, "Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm just a little drunk." Then Grace said, "Okay," while Mr. Emeka left. On his way home, due to his drunken state, was not in proper control of himself, so fell into a gutter. Meanwhile, at the bar, Grace's shift had come to an end, so she decided to take a taxi home. On her way home, she saw Mr. Emeka lying helplessly drunk in the gutter and instantly realized him. Grace said to herself, "Is that not the man at the bar?" Then she immediately said to the driver, "Stop!" The driver stopped. Grace immediately jumped out of the car and carried Mr. Emeka into the taxi and went home. On getting home, Grace dropped Mr. Emeka in her room and said to herself, I finally have my shot with this man I have always admired. Should I sleep with him or should I not? After much thought, she made up her mind and slept with him. Later in the morning, Grace quickly put on her clothes and waited for Mr. Emeka to wake. Eventually, Mr. Emeka woke up and asked, Where am I? And why am I naked? Grace replied, Sir, on your way home to your house, you fell into a gutter out of your drunk state. So I helped you get out of the gutter and brought you to my house because I did not know the address of your house and your clothes were dirty, so I helped you wash them. Mr. Emeka, being shocked at what he just heard, told Grace, Thank you for your help, but I'll have to go now because I'm very sure my wife must be really worried and also angry with me. So Mr. Emeka quickly dressed up and got into a taxi to his house. When Mr. Emeka left, Grace was really happy with herself because one of her wishes had finally come to pass.